Hey, Becca. Hi, Robin. Hi, Mel. All right, thank you guys. I got nervous. I was like, last time I went live after I did a sub only live, it automatically made it sub only, and I realized I did not change it back, but it did it automatically this time, thankfully. Hey, Trish. Hey, Alex. The storms are gonna go right over us, so it's just a matter of time. It's already raining here. It's been raining off and on all day. So if it cuts in and out, it's probably my Wi-Fi tonight because we're like right in the middle of where the storm's gonna hit. Thank you for tapping the screen and sharing the live. I think Ashley might already be on. Thank you, Alex. Hi, Heather. Hey, Russ. All right, let me see if she's on, and let's get her invited. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I was just telling them we're both in like the line of storms right now again. So hopefully
I
it
know, I
goes
can
well.
feel it. It's like beating on my door.
Yeah, we've had, I don't know if you had it off and on all day today. We've had it like rain all week, but today especially we've had like some severe thunderstorms. And I don't know if my
Yeah.
mom Donna's on. She's in Charleston right now and she's sending us pictures and videos of where she is, and the roads and the streets are like absolutely flooded from the storm. It's crazy. Hi guys.
Yeah, that's it's not flooded here yet, but it was flooded 2 days ago. It was really flooded. So, you know,
Everyone's saying hi,
it's
ladies.
okay. Hello. I put my blue light on for you.
Yay! I did the multicolors tonight.
Mine doesn't have multicolors. I have to pick one.
Hold on, I feel like I need to match. There we go. We'll do blue too.
Yay. We're twinning.
Hi guys. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for
Much
tapping
needed
the
rain in Texas.
screen. I know I feel bad. So many people are like, send the rain our way. I'm like, I would if I could.
Yeah. Yeah. It's oh, Monica said I'll turn mine blue too. So she's turning her blue light on too.
Yeah, we're all gonna be vibing together.
Yay.
All
Love all
right.
the lights.
Yes. Thank you guys. Yes, if you guys have not consented yet and you would like to do so, now is a great time. Russ goes and turns on my light. Absolutely. Make sure you guys have water or tea, something to hydrate with. I haven't seen Jim come in yet, Alex.
I
This
have
isn't a
water. I
regular
just drank
vibe.
a whole cup of tea. I'm excited. I got new tea. I've been drinking a lot more loose leaf tea, and I'm so
Ooh,
excited about it. Like natural tea, not in a tea
yeah,
bag. So I love it. I got lemon something, and hibiscus and lavender. I'm just like, yes, give me all the tea.
that sounds good. I like this sweeter, like more. It's funny. I don't really like floral scents, but I love like the floral teas and stuff like that, like the lavenders and stuff like that. So those sound good. The hibiscus.
Yeah, I've never had the hibiscus tea, but apparently it's really good for a lot of things. So, yeah, I'll try it.
That's
Love
good.
loose leaf tea.
Hi, Donna. Donna, you didn't float away yet?
Hello, Martha. Lisa said I consent for my puppy too. Or my pup too.
Yay! Hi,
Yay.
Max. Sorry, Rosie just burped. Yeah, so just a heads up to everyone. We're both kind of in the line of some thunderstorms heading our way. So I know the other night I was live during a storm and my Wi-Fi kept cutting in and out and it was pretty bad. So hopefully it's good for both of us. But if we kind of pop in and out, it's probably us and not TikTok tonight.
I have 3 bars, so usually I have like a full line, but it's good.
I I have three also, so hopefully it stays that way. Right, so do we want to use like crystals tonight or no crystals, Reiki? What do we want to do tonight?
I'm fine with anything. I've got lots of crystals here in front of me, so I'm
Ooh,
good.
which ones do you have? And I'll try to pull to match.
Um, I don't know, lots of them. Um, so some of the crystals I don't use because I don't really know the properties. I just have them for some reason.
Okay.
Um,
What
so I
colors do
know
you have?
that
I can grab colors to match.
okay, I have Orca agate, and isn't that for relaxation?
Yes, I have a carnelian
Okay.
orca, so I can grab that.
Oh, wow, that's fancy. I have serpentine.
I have that. I
Serpent,
just
is
got
it
one of
serpentine?
those. I'm prepared for
Okay.
it.
Yeah, here's some new ones. I think that this is some kind of blue moonstone. I don't know. I have lots of random ones. But aside from that, I have um, green aventurine and kyanite, labradorite, moonstone, sunstone, the grounding stones,
Okay.
lepidolite, just basic stuff that you would think that
Okay.
people would have.
Moonstone.
I don't have what is
Nice.
it? The pink ones that someone said ham. I don't have
Rhodochrosite.
the
The
I
little
don't have
bacon.
those.
It looks like little baby bacon.
Oh, that's so cute.
Everyone's saying, hi, Ashley. They're
Hello.
saying, yes, Orca agate is amazing. Yes, they all voted
I
for
have this
crystals. Yes, Chaos Crystal Reiki it is tonight.
I have this tiger's eye, and people always think it's like the like wood, like petrified
Oh,
wood,
yeah, petrified wood.
or like yeah. I don't know. I like it because it's raw. I like raw crystals, but it's funny because most of mine are polished. So I don't know.
I was gonna say I tried to buy the raw ones first, but I like the palm stone size because they're so much easier to hold when I'm live. So lately I've been transitioning over. I have a little like raw tiger's eye too. We'll use that.
I should have thought about getting small stones, like the smaller ones. I have some that are smaller, um, but most of the ones that I have are like big and they're heavy. So when you're like holding them out,
And
it's
your
a
arm gets
pain.
tired quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I grabbed my carnelian orca agate serpentine. I have a sunstone moonstone mix, so I grabbed that. Tiger's eye and kyanite.
Okay, yeah. Tiger's eye and kyanite. Okay.
Which one do we want to start with?
Poll the audience.
All right, guys, you vote. Will you? I see someone's asking for something for migraines. Just grab what feels good today. There you go. I'm waiting for. I know the comments are always delayed like 30 seconds. The
I found labradorite and kyanite.
first two that popped up on my side said the agate, so the orca agate.
Okay, I have one of those.
Okay.
Something for a heavy hitter. I say let intuition lead. So lots of different answers. Something
Something
to
for
make me sleepy.
Third eye. Kainate would help with third eye too. Third eye.
I have lapis. I don't know, for third eye.
I
And sodalite.
can do lazulite or iolite. Those are both. Let me see. I'll do iolite for third eye.
Okay, I don't have those, but I've got lapis. We'll just
Oh, you
or
know what? I'll
sodalite.
switch to lazulite because I think lazulite, isn't that part lapis?
I don't know. I
I
never
don't
heard of
either.
it.
But it looks closer to the lapis, so we'll go with that one then.
Well, go with whatever you're drawn to. That's what they say. Something to make you sleepy. Hopefully, you feel relaxed and ready for bed. I know I will be ready for bed after this. This is like right before my bedtime.
All right. Hi guys. All right, do we want to start with the orca agates?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I love yours.
Mine, the ring light always reflects weird. It's like the carnelian orca agate mix.
Yeah, too. My
Oh,
light
pretty.
is like off to this side, so you can't
Yeah.
really even see it. But I love it. I think it's like, um, I don't know, opaque on one side.
Oh, I'm sorry you have COVID. I hope you recover quickly.
Hopefully you feel better. I don't know who it is, but whoever it is, I hope you feel better.
Let me scroll back. Charlie's girl. And Andrea said menopause helps. So I know the carnelian in my agate will help, and tiger's eye could also help with that too.
I love carnelian. I love carnelian necklace. Like a tooth or Texas.
I guess say it looks like Texas or like a state.
I don't know, I like it. I have a lot of those kind of like issues, not menopause per se, but like a lot of those hormonal issues, and
Mhm.
carnelian is like my go-to stone.
Yeah, I was gonna say carnelian and moonstone I like to pair together.
Okay. Hello, Lizzie.
Hey Jennifer, hey Rochelle.
The
Thank you
rain
for
on my door
sharing.
is so relaxing.
I don't hear the rain so much because I'm in my upstairs, but I hear all the frogs outside.
Thank you so much, Poe. I love the tiny tiny. It's so cute. I think I just like the name. The frogs do get so loud. We have a frog that just sits in the same spot and it just sits there and makes so much noise.
Yeah, my in-laws, they put up like a gazebo in their backyard by their pool, and the frogs all like crawl up inside of there now and they just live there. So when it rains, it's like 10 feet from my window. It's like an orchestra of frogs.
Lizzie said, "Are you ready for Mars to go into Gemini?" Um, yes, sure.
I think it's supposed to be there until like 2023, isn't it? It's gonna be like 6 or 7 months, I heard.
I'm so yeah, she's like, ha ha ha. Um, Lizzie on here is teaching me a little bit about astrology. I am terrible. Like,
Rosalie's week went well. Today was her least favorite day of the week because there was a lot of thunderstorms while she was at school. She wasn't happy about that, but she's good other than that. Thank you, Alex. Okay, yeah, Trish just said it's going to be in Gemini for 7 months.
hello, Jules. The rain is missing you? Oh, you can have my rain.
I'll send you mine too. I miss the sun.
I love the rain, but it's just a lot. It ends up flooding the yard, and we can't do anything outside except just stand in it unless there's lightning.
Crystals that help with intestinal issues or gut health. I have IBS and I use yellow jasper and red jasper for mine, but carnelian or tiger's eye would also be really good for that too.
You said you use yellow jasper?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
Hi,
have
Pearl.
like a tiny piece of yellow jasper, I think. That's good to know. I didn't know it was good for gut health.
Yeah, people on my live, we have a collective like IBS group over here. So whenever we all get our flare-ups, we're like, all right, what crystal did you use?
That's interesting. I don't have like a little community of people with the same issues I have. I've got lots of issues, so I'm sure we could form a community. Violet Smudge, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, they're all
What
like
is
IBS
happening
club
with,
member here.
yeah. Lizzie said childhood trauma gang. Yeah,
I feel like
that's
we're
one
all
too.
parts of multiple groups.
Yeah.
So would you just hold it and think about the IBS issue going away? So if I have like really bad flares, I usually just put it in my pocket and I keep it on me all day. This way, like my pocket's kind of like in that general area. But if I'm like laying down, if I'm uncomfortable, I'll just like lay on my back and put it on my stomach too.
Yes, Lisa, I'm sure we have lots of health issues. We can form a community.
Oh, Max said definite childhood trauma group member here too.
Oh,
Thank
so
you,
I will
Pearl.
be in the tent again when it cools down. Someone said they loved the sessions in the tent, but it's like 100 degrees here in the summer.
Yes. That's like a
In that
spring or
tent,
fall weather thing.
it is definitely like an oven. It's like being an ant under a magnifying glass. Monica said she found an oil blend that is amazing for IBS.
Ooh, we'll need details over here. They say you called it your chicken coop.
Yeah.
Thank you,
What
Jill.
what stone is good for carpal tunnel?
Ooh, I feel like I know this one. It's like, it's on the tip of my tongue. If it's like for pain, I would probably use hematite, but I gotta look it up now because that's gonna drive me crazy.
What about that magnet one? What magnet one?
The magnetic hematite is the one I use for
Okay.
pain. Amber is also good for pain. And if you have copper, copper is really good to support tissues and blood cells.
Okay. I've always heard that copper is like a good amplifier, so that's why I wrap everything in copper.
Yeah, all my bracelets have
But
like the copper in the middle of all the beads. So I use magnetic hematite for pain, and I use like the magnetic side to kind of like pull it out like off the body and off of the energetic, like your etheric field.
okay. I don't know anything about that. So, but it sounds really cool. I know there is a someone on TikTok that uses magnets. And I don't think they're crystals. I think they're literally just magnets.
Is it Samantha?
I don't know. I don't know who it is. I just like scrolled past and she was talking about magnets and I was like, oh, I want to come back to that, but I had to go somewhere.
If it's
So I didn't
Samantha,
get to.
her handle is I think level up healing. Because someone had commented on mine, they're like, "Oh, do you ever use magnets?" And she's the only one I've ever seen use the magnets.
Okay. Yeah. What? So Lizzie said, what is good for crushing weight of existence? And Monica said wine. Do you remember that stone? So, Violet Smudge, you have to go over to her page, to Nicole's page to talk to her because we can't see each other's chat. So, Violet Smudge was trying to ask you a question about, remember that stone that you could only handle occasionally to cut down on electronic something
Shungite,
waves?
was it the Shungite?
Yeah,
The EDF one or EMF protector one? It was the Shungite and the soapstone one.
she said yes.
Okay, yeah.
I know some of them. What is it? Bumblebee Jasper is supposed to be toxic
Bumblebee
or something.
jasper, malachite. You have to be really careful with too.
I love malachite.
Me too. But I'm always like super cautious and wash my hands after I touch it.
I put it on a necklace and I was like, maybe I won't wear it, but it's so pretty.
It is. So most of my bracelets, the one with the copper, are from Chakra here on TikTok. His name is Luis. He makes them. One is from Monk and Moon. One is from one of the ones y'all sent me, and I'm missing a couple of my protection ones tonight. But he makes them size to fit.
Oh, that's really cool.
And if you guys, he's live all the time, and he always does like promotions on his lives where it's like buy two get two. So tell him I sent you over there. He'll hook you up. Everyone over here is saying that Monica's a genius about the wine. So that's the kind of group we need, wine and crystals.
Yes. Well, I don't drink, but I like the idea. Hello, Molly.
Luis, his handle is Chakra. I think he spells it a little different. I think it's CHAKKRAH.
Chakra.
But yeah, he just opened a store in California. If you go to his page and you follow him, I definitely recommend watching. I think it's one of his first pin videos. It's like his story of how he like started his healing journey. Like he used to be like severe addiction, I think, was stuff like that. And he ended up being on the news for like some crazy police chase and he was arrested. And that was like the turning point for him where he knew he had to turn his life around. And he went from that to now like super spiritual, making bracelets and jewelry and stuff like that to help other people on their healing journeys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's like full circle.
I love those stories. I can't remember the person on TikTok, but he said that he was diagnosed with a bunch of different mental disorders and he was diagnosed as schizophrenic and all of these things, and now he is really spiritual as well, and he is
I've
like
seen
out in
him.
nature always. Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
And I love that story. I think it's awesome. I think that that's great.
Yeah, Luis is awesome. Don't drink a lot, but I love wine on the patio. Yeah, I'm not a big drinker. I'll like socially drink very rarely. But even when I do, like if I have one drink and then I'm done, I can't handle much at all because I don't drink often. Wine is helping me get through paramedic school.
I used to drink kind of socially on occasion, and I really enjoyed wine, but I wasn't sure if it was a trigger for migraines or not. For my migraine, I could never pinpoint my trigger if it was like lack of water, lack of sleep. So I just kind of cut out
Yeah,
drinking. So people usually associate the fact that I don't drink with, spirituality or whatever, but it's not that. I just don't want
yeah.
migraines. It's
Yeah,
like,
I'm with you there. I was gonna say if I drink more than one or two drinks, and when I say drinks, like I have like a wine cooler. I don't like drink heavy or anything like that. But even just like one or two of those, like I start to get like that really dehydrated feeling, and I don't like that.
yeah.
Malachite's most commonly associated with the heart chakra.
I need to look up some of the stones that I have because I don't even know what they are for or what they're called.
My migraines come from lack of water and lack of sleep. Yeah, I started using those. I think Trish, you were the one who told me about it. One of my mods, the liquid IV packets. And since I've been doing, I don't do a full packet every day because they are a little pricey. I do like a third of a packet a day with my water. But since I've started doing those, I've noticed my headaches are fewer in between.
Oh, okay. Migraine's bad lately. Wine is usually a trigger, yeah. So I mean it depends on who you are. I don't know exactly what mine were triggered by, but I don't
Yeah.
get them hardly anymore at all. I think I've had one in the past 4 years. So I count that as a win.
Yeah, that's good. They said hold up the crystals, they're fun to guess.
Oh, yeah, okay. So it's dark in here, so what is this one?
Is it peachy or more cream colored?
It's more of a white cream color. I mean, it's not gonna make it better if I hold the candle over to it. But it's like more,
That's a
and it
tricky
looks like
one.
things are growing. It looks like viney things are in it.
Ooh, I'm trying to think.
I
At
don't,
first I was gonna say like scolecite, but I think it has too much dark in it to be scolecite. But it
I
had like
don't
the right
know.
coloring. I wonder if it's
Can you
some
see
kind of
the
like
thing?
opal or agate. Is it dendric? Is it like the leafy things?
Yeah, it does look leafy.
Oh yeah, someone else just said dendric opal. It might be dendric opal. I have the same, but mine's more blue.
No, this is like a white. I don't know. And then this one. This is some kind of moonstone, but I don't know what kind of moonstone. It is like a bluish color. like a light bluish
It
kind
could be
of.
rainbow moon, so that's just lacking a lot of the black. What, babe? You need tissue? Rosalie.
Maybe it's, I don't know. It's
She's talking with
interesting.
his headphones in. Rosalie. Oh, she must have fixed it herself. Yes, Monica, we figured out that my little tiny mystery tumble was actually serpentine.
I can't find my other one. Oh, this one. What about this one?
It's hard because the color looks so different to me than what you're saying it is. It looks almost like looks like a dark flower agate, but flower agate's usually not that dark.
I can't, yeah, I was gonna say I don't have any like, it's like a greenish. Okay, there is a little bit of red up here.
Dragon's blood? Someone said
It
moss
wasn't green.
agate, smoky quartz. I don't know if smoky quartz would have red in it though.
I don't think it's a moss agate because I have moss agate and it looks, I mean, it could be, but it looks a little bit different. I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on, I just got a dragon's blood, but it's tiny. Let me see.
Looks like the Washington Monument.
This is
Looks
my
like Santa.
dragon's blood. Does it have the same colors?
Um, yeah, but the green is like more muted a little bit. It's not as bright. It's like a darker,
Hmm.
like a kind of like an army green.
Is it like a fuchsite? Green fuchsite? Or maybe like a desert jasper? There's so
Maybe it
many
does look like a
variations.
jasper. It does kind of look like a jasper, maybe, but I don't know. I don't
I
know.
have a desert
I'll
jasper.
figure it
It's
out.
got
I'll let you guys
green, but
know.
it's got more blues. But if you had one that was more greens, it could be more like that. Like this one's more green.
That one's pretty. I don't know. Hmm.
They said it could be unakite or unakite too, but my unakite's typically like a brighter green. Like this is mine. It's pretty bright though.
Yeah, this one's really dark.
Yeah, they'll think over here that it's probably just like a colorful moss agate or like a jasper.
So if this helps, this is green aventurine and it's light. It's like a light green aventurine. If it like,
Oh.
but it looks really dark. But this one
Yeah.
is, I, I don't know. Never mind.
Unsolved mysteries.
Someone said, yeah, someone said use a rock identifier. I'll probably do that. I'm not super worried about it. I was just curious.
Make sure you guys hydrate too.
Yes. Thank you, Shay.
Do we want to switch up to the next crystal?
Yes.
Um, I do serpentine next.
Sure. Oh, so this one looks green, right? Does it look green?
To me, it looks like a creamy brown color. I don't know.
Uh,
Like if I hold it close, like to me, like when I hold it back, it looks more green, but then it looks white. See, closer up, I could see more of the greens in it.
thank you, Martha. Yeah, it's just, I think it's because the light in here is really warm. Because I have a candle right in front of me, and then my light behind there is kind of a cream color, so probably
Thank you, Char.
colors are definitely off. Yeah, it's because it's dark. I have all the lights off.
Donna, you get to the hotel okay?
no. They said that the rock identifier identified rose quartz for amethyst.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's like
maybe
a,
not
a
that.
big mistake.
It's still raining here.
Okay, good, Donna. I'm glad. What color are your stratifications? I don't know what that means. Are you talking about like the
Maybe
background?
put it back here. No, we can't see it. Because that all those colors back there are really accurate.
I can say those are pretty vibrant.
I don't know.
Oh, striations. Oh, you mean the crystal? They're like mine are they're pretty dark. It's like a dark, like a forest green almost.
Yeah, I think mine are light and dark.
I got this one from I think this was Loving Thyself Rocks from their flash sale page. So if you go there, they might still have like the other ones. You can see like the variations and more accurate lighting.
I never got a chance to order from that place. I know you recommend it all the time. It sounds great.
I've been ordering from them, and then the last two orders I did were from Sage Crystals. They're based out of Portland, and they were really good too.
I always liked ordering from Fossil Era. It was my
That's right. I remember
favorite
you
place
saying
to
that
order.
one. I hadn't heard of that one until you mentioned it.
They have lots of fossils. They have crystals too, but I like that they come with like a little card with a QR code and a serial number, and you get to, know
Scan.
exactly where the crystal came from.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I think that that's cool. And the shipping is like, I don't know, like depending on how far away you are, I guess, but it's really fast. It was only ever like 3 days for me.
Are they on TikTok or Insta?
Um, I think they're on Instagram, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they're on TikTok, but it's like a larger small business. I think I know that, on their employee page there's like 5 employees, but it's still bigger than a one person
Yeah.
business.
Thank you, Andrea.
Yeah, I loved it. Um, is that the one you were talking about with the from a long time ago, Monica? She said Fossil Era reminds her of her now closed rock shop.
Oh,
She was telling me about a shop like years and years ago, or a place years and years ago where you could just get rocks, like where people collected rocks and before crystals were really big.
yeah.
I remember having one of those. I think it was like, I don't remember where it was, but you just go and there were just bins and bins of rocks, and like I need all of these.
We used to have it like I'm talking about when I was like a teenager in the mall. Like used to go. It was like a science store, but it also had like the gemstones, and you can like grab a bag and like pick out the stones and stuff like that. Okay, so I pulled up the properties for serpentine because a few people were asking for more specifics. So it assists the conscious direction of healing energy towards problem areas. It can help correct mental and emotional imbalances, which helps you feel more control of your life. If you have diabetes or hypoglycemia, it's good for that too. And it also aids in the absorption of calcium and magnesium in the body.
Oh, that's really interesting.
I remember the Nature Company. That wasn't it though. I can't remember what it was called. Yes, Trish. It was like the Discovery Channel store, but it had like a specific, like the world of something. I can't remember what it was. Yes, Shell. I have been to Black Market Minerals by Barefoot Landing. I only went one stone a little while ago. Hi, Sunshine. How are you?
There's a
Am
storm near one of you. Yeah,
I cutting in and out already? I would believe it.
I don't know. Is it me? It could be me. They say it's just raining and raining and raining here. My dog didn't even want to go to the bathroom. I opened up the door and he saw the rain and he turned around and ran back inside.
My
He was
dog
like,
does the
not
same
today.
thing. I have to put her on the leash. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, he doesn't like water. He's like, no. And then he prances around like he barely touches the dirt. He's like,
The tippy toes.
yeah. He needs like a rain jacket and boots.
Do I use a specific website for information on crystals? I usually just Google the crystal with like the word healing properties afterwards. When I buy specific ones from the stores, like Loving Thyself Rocks or even Sage Crystals, their websites or where you order them from, they have like clips of what the crystals are good for too. So sometimes I just kind of like copy and paste that into a document, tell me remember, but I hadn't done these ones yet because they were still newer. We are using serpentine.
Like I said, my dog wouldn't have survived in the wild.
Mine definitely would not have. Trish said, my Chloe is a water dog. She loves to play in rain, snow, and will hop in the river when camping. It's funny you say that because when I was pregnant with my daughter, we boarded our dog for training for 3 weeks and they taught her how to swim. And she loved swimming in the pool. She would swim all day, every day if she could. And she loved the snow. But when it rains, she wants nothing to do with it. So it's weird that she will swim, but she will not walk in it.
That is strange.
Sunshine said, you ladies are amazing. Very grateful for you both. Thank you, Sunshine.
Thank you.
Speaking of my dog, she's barking.
I can't hear.
She's like, I heard my name. Your Pomeranian eats snakes? That's like a badass Pomeranian. I have a German Shepherd, and if
Right?
she saw a snake, she'd be like halfway in the other direction by the time she even realized what it was.
Yeah, my dog is afraid. So he's afraid of the dark. So when I take him out at night, he like looks around and he'll stand there and do that for so long before he goes to the bathroom. And the one time our grass was like our weeds were longer and like a weed blew and touched him on the leg, he tried to run away as fast as possible. I'm like, thanks. Now I know I would be eaten.
His
He would just
uh
leave
his
me to
flight
be
response
eaten.
kicked in. uh,
Like, you're not even a dog. Jules said, I feel so sleepy. This live is amazing.
Good, I'm glad.
You know, the rain is making me sleepy. It's so peaceful. Thank you, Amber. Amber said, you two are my favorite Reiki healers. Love to see you two together.
Thank you. Courtney said, I got so sleepy during this live too. Both of you have amazing energy.
Thank you. I love the story about, or the stories about people dropping their phones.
We haven't had many initiations lately. I think our warnings are finally paying off. uh,
I've
so,
done that before. I fall asleep to your lives a lot because, you know, you're up late. And sometimes I wake up, I always wake up at like 1 or midnight or 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock, you know, random times. And
yeah,
you're still there. And I'm like, oh, okay, she's still there.
you do better than most because they usually say, I woke up the next morning, it was like, live has ended.
I have to wake up. If I just fall asleep without going to sleep, I always wake up, if that makes sense.
hmm
You know, like if I go to bed and turn off all the lights and go to sleep, I might sleep through the night. But if I just like fall asleep watching something, I always wake up.
Yep, I'm the same way. It's because, like, in my mind, I wasn't trying to go to bed. Like, it just happens.
Like you're
Thank you,
missing something because you
sunshine.
didn't.
Hey, Karen, we're using serpentine right now.
Monica said, perfect combo for Friday night after a long week. It was a long week, right? I feel like it kind of dragged on forever.
This week dragged, but I was
Sometimes,
telling them earlier, it was very chaotic energy for me. I was saying, like, I usually have a lot of patience, and every little thing kind of just felt like it was like going to set me over the edge this week. I don't know. I said some kind of star or planet's like not aligned for me this week. It felt very crazy.
yeah, I kind of felt that way. I was having a lot of like, I don't know, down kind of feelings, like not high energy or I don't know, something. So kind of just been hiding.
I'm with you there. Yeah, high anxiety for sure this week. We've been on for about an hour now. Do we want to switch to the next crystal?
Yeah. What's the next one?
Um, let's see, we did red green. What was your blue? And you had the lapis.
Yeah, lapis, sodalite, kyanite, um,
I have a kyanite
blue for,
wand. It's
oh, how cool.
a
Um,
little baby one.
oh, I love it. I also have the throat, amazonite and blue apatite for the throat.
Oh, I have both of
And
those too, so I can do either of those. You let me know. You pick.
um, we could do the blue apatite.
Okay, let me find mine.
Oh, thank you so much. I did my hair just for Nicole.
Thank you. My hair was rained on, so I pulled it back.
Yeah, I told them whenever I first came on, I was like, usually I look like a hot mess, and I did my hair today, so
I am definitely a hot mess right now. I let my dog out like 5 minutes before I ran upstairs and got poured on.
I think you look great.
Thank you.
See, yours, that is the same color that mine is, but it doesn't look like that. Yeah, it's the same color. I need more light, maybe. It'll be better, but I like this one. I've had it for so long, and I never even realized that it helps with appetite.
Helps
Like,
balance
why didn't
metabolism. Thank you guys. Jill said, definitely need the blue appetite. I'm over here thinking about a bowl of Captain Crunch.
I? What do you feel the benefits of this stone are? So I like to use this stone for the throat chakra. Um, and since I found out appetite control, so like helping with weight management too, I believe is it's helpful for that. What about you, Nicole?
Yeah, I was gonna say I use it for throat chakra and it helps balance metabolism. So if you're trying to gain weight, it will help you kind of balance it out that way. It'll also help you lose weight or just maintain weight. I use it for weight management.
I feel like I kind of like if I look at it, I kind of get lost in it. The color is like such a deep color, kind of draws you in.
Yeah, I have this and the Shattuckite are like the similar colors, and I love this color so much.
I love these blue colors.
We are using blue apatite right now. Donna said, I'm eating carrot cake. Carrots and veggie, that's healthy, it counts.
Right? And there are probably eggs in the cake. right? That might be good.
Airy. Yep. Thank you,
Mine is
Karen.
carnelian. It kind of looks, it's a funny shape, but I like it. It's a raw piece of carnelian. I love it. I feel like it gives me a boost of like, I don't know, not self-esteem exactly, but like just makes me feel better
Confidence.
about, yes, confident. There you go. There you go. Perfect. It makes me feel better on lives. It also
Yes.
helps me with trauma, um, and a lot of the hormonal issues that I deal with. So I pretty much wear it all the time. Does that help with self-worth? Yes, I think it helps with self-worth. I think, the heart chakra helps with self-worth a lot too, but it depends on what your self-worth issues stem around too. Um, so what is the stone? The stone that we're holding is blue apatite. I like your name, by the way, Pizza Crust.
I like that.
Hopefully this stone is working. If not, everyone will be hungry now. Everybody will want pizza and carrot cake.
And everyone over here is like, I just had chocolate. I just had this. I'm like, oh, that sounds great right now. uh,
You're welcome. I had chili today. Hello, Donna. Thanks for stopping by. I think I was calling her Lily for so long, and then I heard you call her Donna, and I was like, oh no, I got the wrong name.
I did the same thing. I kept calling her Lily. She's like, Lily's my dog. My name's actually Donna. I was like, oh, sorry.
I remember now, though. I have such a hard time with names, so I've been trying to, since TikTok kind of made it easier, I've been trying to say names all the time so that I remember.
I know. I feel like I was just remembering everyone's like handles, and then it switched to names. And some people don't have their names, so it only shows user. And I'm like, I don't know who you are anymore. Like half of everyone disappeared.
Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Shell.
Thank you, Sarah. Yes, definitely take a minute and hydrate if you need to do so. Like I said, this one always makes me very thirsty.
I can feel that. I get it.
I'm like warm and thirsty.
I am warm. Yeah.
Actually matches my water.
Yay. I left my giant water bottle inside. I didn't refill it. It takes so long to refill, so I just have just a little bottle. Lizzie, I had I had a session with Lizzie, and oh, there, she just commented, but it's so big and it has flowers on it, and she said, it looks like an aquarium. So now I laugh whenever I drink out of it. I'm like, it's like an aquarium. I could put fish in there.
Yes, thank everyone who's bouncing back and forth and saying hello to each of us.
Thank you. Hello, Amy. I'm glad this is making you feel better. Hello, Sarah. Thank you, Courtney. I did it just for you guys and Nicole. I mean, I don't know. I feel like because my hair's curly, I don't do it. I just wake up and go. And half the time I don't even look at it. And then people are like, have you seen your hair? It looks like a nest. I'm like, oh,
What?
well, it's okay.
I see your hair and I'm like, I
Like
wish my hair
joking.
would curl like that. Mine's always like it's halfway between like flat and curled. It's like this awkward wavy just naturally. And I always joke that for those of the people on here who watch the show Friends, when it's humid here, my hair is like Monica when she goes on the vacation and it's just like poofs out. Like that is my hair. So I have to keep it pulled back and like keep it restrained.
Yeah, my daughter's hair is puffy and wavy. She didn't get curly hair. And she's like, I'm so glad I didn't get curly hair. I like brushing my hair. Because she always wants to brush my hair, and I tell her, you can't brush
You
my
can't,
hair.
yeah.
Sometimes I let her, and she does it just to be funny, and it's like, she's like, I'm taking your picture. Absolutely not.
Where did I get the blue? This blue apatite, I think I got from Sage Crystals.
Happy birthday, Amy. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday!
And she's going on a cruise in the morning. What?
Ooh, where to?
I know, that sounds awesome. I've never been on a cruise.
I've been on two, and I get motion sickness, so I like the parts where you're not on the ship and you're on solid ground better. But I will say the ship is fun.
You just take a vacation.
Yeah.
Hello, Trish.
Thank you,
Thank you
Gwen.
for hopping over. Aruba and Southern Caribbean.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I was thinking about like a Disney cruise, and then it was COVID, and I was like, those poor people on the cruise ships. I'm not going on a cruise now.
Yeah.
Like, no. Monica said her hair is fine and frizzy. It's always messy. I think that we should just embrace our natural hair and just be, you know, my whole life I flat ironed my hair like throughout high school, always every single day. People didn't even know that I had curly hair. Um, and now I don't. I rarely ever do it because we just embrace our natural beauty.
I was gonna say we always grow up wanting what we don't have and not appreciating what we do. And like I had friends who had like super thin and flat hair, and they're like, "Oh, I wish I had your thick hair. I would be able to style it." And I'm like, "I wish I had your thin hair. I wouldn't have so much frizz." And it's like you always want what you don't have.
Right.
You can go down if you want. I think Daddy's home, honey. Need a tissue? No. Okay.
Courtney said her parents recently went on a cruise. They're vaccinated and boosted. and they still got COVID. So I don't know. My family came to visit, and we're not, like in a fear mindset where we're secluded and bunkered down, but we haven't had COVID. Um, and we're all here together all the time. And my family came, and my mom and my dad, our stepdad came, and they would just go everywhere and they do everything, and they don't take their shoes off and they don't wash their hands. And I'm just like,
I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I've gone so many years without it. I would like to keep it that way.
the shoes are a big deal to me. We watched for homeschooling, we watched stuff about germs and like learning about everything that's on your shoes.
Oh, I can only imagine.
No thanks. Well, I sit on the floor all the time, and the kids are always rolling on the floor and eating things off the floor, and I'm just thinking like,
Yeah.
no. You do all-inclusive resorts instead. I like that. Instead of cruises, Monica said she does all-inclusive resorts.
That's more my style.
Courtney said, don't ever use hand dryers in bathrooms.
I have heard that before.
Yeah, I watched, is it Mythbusters? I think it was Mythbusters. Like years and years and years ago. Do you
Yeah.
remember them?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did a thing about germs. Yeah. I was like, okay. I still do, though. I don't know, it's nostalgic, I guess. When you're a kid and you push it and it just blows on your face, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably gross.
Shell said there's a guy in here who did videos of hand dryers and germs.
Oh.
Apparently, a lot of them saw that video. uh,
Hello, Deb. How are you?
Sheldon on Big Bang Theory called them the sneeze and dry because of the germs. I forgot about that.
I'm glad you're doing great. I do like The Big Bang Theory. I haven't finished it. I think I've only made it to like season 2.
You
I
gotta
loved it
finish
when I
it.
watched it.
I love that show. My husband and I have probably seen every episode like 10 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
that and
finally just
Friends we were
finished
good with.
Supernatural. I've never seen Friends.
What?
I started watching it and I made it to like halfway through the first season, and it's not that it wasn't good, it's just that it's like one of those shows that I would probably put on and fall asleep to. And I don't know, I just can't really get into it.
Everyone over
It's
here
so
is like,
cute.
what?
I
It is.
never
I
watched
swear
it.
it gets better. Like I always say, like I always try to give each show at least like one season to really get into it. But I grew up with Friends. Like that's like I remember watching Friends before like DVRs and things were a thing, and you had to like run to the bathroom during commercials and get back before the show started. I
Yeah,
do watch Gilmore Girls too. Yes,
so Gilmore Girls, I watch it every fall. I've seen it so many times. I think the reason after healing and stuff like that, I think the reason that I like it so much is the mother-daughter relationship.
yes.
And I've done some like shadow work on that, and I'm like, this is why I love this show so much. Um, so yes, but it's like one of my favorite shows. Specifically, Random said, Friends never caught my attention either. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I do like New Girl too. I did not finish New Girl though. I think I want to say I got maybe I don't remember how many seasons, but I want to say I got like three-quarters of the way through it.
New Girl was one of my favorites, and I finished it, but that partway through, it kind of lost me. So I don't know how far you got in. I'm not going to say anything about it, but partway through, I
Yeah,
was like, okay. My dog is staring at me through the door. The door has like, the glass, and I
the
could just
pain.
see him staring at me.
I never watched
Parks
Brazilian Isles.
and
My husband liked that show though.
I don't know what that is. And Parks and Rec, I know what it is, but I haven't seen it.
I never got into Parks and Rec either.
I just finished Supernatural.
I
That
haven't
was
seen
like
that. I'm dying
the
to watch that.
it was like the hardest show for me to finish because there's what 15 seasons. Um, and like the first five are really good, and then it how many demons can you kill? Um,
Yeah.
but then it like cycles back and it gets good, and you just have to push through. I really liked it. It's good.
Parks and Rec. Yeah, Parks and Rec I never really got into. Which is funny because I like specific like actors and actresses on the show, but the show itself just didn't really do anything for me.
So okay, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look them up. Thank you, Shell. I'm gonna look up that germ video.
Yeah, I heard they're supposed to make another Gilmore Girls movie because of how the cliffhanger was. I actually started watching it like 2 weeks ago. I'm on season two. I'm trying to rewatch them all. I never got
It's so
into The
nice to watch.
Office.
I watched The Office. I watched it once. It's funny, but I don't know, some of the humor is not for everyone.
I feel like I watched it when it first came out. I watched the first season. It was too like dry humor for me. And my sister-in-law loves the show. And I watched it again like a couple years ago and it was funnier, but it was, and I love Steve Carell and stuff like that. And I love John Krasinski, but just again, it's like I love them, but just not that show. Everyone talks about Schitt's
Right.
Creek. That's on my list to watch too. I've heard that's really good.
I've seen one episode of that. That's it. Debbie said, I love Blue Appetite. Monica said she's watching Lock and Key now. So I'm watching that with my son. He likes it. Um, it's it's interesting. I just don't know. I have to plug in my phone. I just don't know how many seasons they can make out of that.
Yeah.
You know, like how how many, you know, some shows, it's like, how many seasons can you really make out of that?
Yeah. I can't do most sitcoms, don't find them entertaining. I can see that too. Um, Russ, if you like more of like sci-fi stuff, my husband and I were obsessed with the show Eureka and Warehouse 13. They're kind of like sitcom-y, but also like sci-fi educational at the same time, which is really cool.
We've watched those.
Golden Girls, yes, Golden Girls is the classic.
I was trying to rewatch that, but again, that was one of the shows that I was watching to fall asleep to. Like, you put it on late at night.
Thank you, Leah. Yeah, I feel like Eureka and Warehouse 13 both ended the shows pretty well. I do love Will and Grace too. I haven't watched that in a long time though.
I haven't seen
Thank you,
the
Leah.
new one. I've watched one episode. I didn't think it was that great.
I think I watched the newer ones. And I feel like I'm with you though. Like I feel like I would have remembered it better if I really thoroughly loved it.
Only Murders in the Building. So I loved the first season, and the second season, I only made it a couple of episodes in. Monica said Lock and Key is darker than she thought. It is kind of dark.
Namaste, Alex.
I can't remember Eureka's ending. Monica said she's still mad about the ending. I can't remember. Oh, my dog is
I
trying to
wish
get
they
in.
didn't end it, but I thought considering what everything was going on, I wasn't really mad at how they ended it. I just wanted it to keep going.
I thought it was a cute show.
Rewatching Vampire Diaries right now. I rewatched that earlier this year because I missed the whole last season. Thank you, Alex.
I think they're taking that off of, is it Netflix or Hulu? One of them's taking it off at the beginning of September.
Oh, if you're watching on Netflix, go binge.
It sounds like ending at a certain time, and I was like, no, don't do that. So
She
I've
said
never
yes, go on
gotten
HBO.
into. Oh, okay. So I've never gotten into, what are those? Like Game of Thrones, and there's another one that was really popular, and I didn't.
Yep, I'm not a
I
Game of
didn't get
Thrones person either.
okay.
Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad were the two that everyone talked about, and I never had any interest in either of them.
Yeah. I've seen Breaking Bad, but I don't have any interest in like rewatching it. It's not something I really liked.
What about Dexter? I watched the first episode of Dexter and I was like, not for me. And gore doesn't really bother me because I watch a lot of like medical shows, but it's like the psychological aspect of it, my anxiety can't handle that. I would go to sleep with like heart palpitations every night if I had to watch that.
I haven't seen it. I love the medical shows. House was like my first favorite medical show, and everyone else is like, "Why would you watch that? It's so scary."
I loved House. House
Like,
and
well,
Grey's Anatomy, although I'm like 3 seasons behind on Grey's Anatomy.
I like Grey's Anatomy. I like The Resident too.
I don't know that one.
So so the main character of The Resident is what's his name from Gilmore Girls? I'm drawing a blank. The college boyfriend. They called her Ace.
Oh, I'm not at that season yet, and I'm rewatching it. I just started
Logan.
the season where
Logan.
Jesse came in. Logan, thank you. They said Logan.
Logan.
I
Yeah,
totally drew a
so
blank.
he he's the main character and it actually is really good. I was watching Grey's Anatomy and The Resident at the same time because they both were on at the same time. And they one of the shows like copied the exact things that were going on for a couple of the episodes. So like the person would have the same illness in both of them, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
seems weird. But the show, it's a really good show too.
I did watch The Good Doctor. I think I watched like the first 1 or 2 seasons and I really liked it, but I don't have time to watch all these shows. I wish I did.
House is Sherlock Holmes. Logan, yeah, Logan. Oh, did you see the movie about the Tim Burton movie about Wednesday Addams?
No.
Oh, you'll have to watch that trailer. It looks so good.
Is it called Wednesday?
It's called something like that. Yeah,
Okay. I'll have to look it up
I
and
just
see.
searched Wednesday Addams and Tim Burton, and it looks really cool. I figured you might be interested after
Yeah.
your makeup and
I would say as soon as you said I feel like I saw something that was called Wednesday and I'm wondering if that's what it is. Oh, they're all saying
yeah, I
can't
think
wait for Wednesday. It's on Netflix called Wednesday. Okay, yeah. I think I saw it when I was scrolling through other stuff. I will definitely watch that. Oh, Catherine Zeta-Jones is Morticia. I could see that.
yeah, I don't know who the actors were. I don't remember. I do remember the girl that plays Wednesday was in a TV show that my daughter liked. I can't remember the TV show name, but I mean, she seems like a good, child actress.
Good portrayal.
Yeah. Are you ready to change stones?
Oh, yes. We're talking, I lost track. Reminder to hydrate.
I'm gonna fix my phone. I don't know what's going on, but it's not charging. I know sometimes when I try to charge my phone, it causes like a bad connection. I don't know.
Which one do we want to do next? I probably have time for one more.
Okay. I don't know. You pick. You pick one, and I'll see if I have one that kind of matches.
Let's do the tiger's eye, because I know a bunch of people were asking for that when we first started too.
Okay. Like a candy bar.
Yeah. Good stone for nausea. So tiger's eye could actually help with that. I use the yellow jasper, red jasper a lot for gut health, so I would definitely suggest one of those too.
Monica said she couldn't get into Grey's Anatomy because it was just ER. She said, I think I'm a smidge older than both of you. I remember ER though. I watched some of it.
I was gonna say I watched a little bit of ER, but not enough to really compare the two.
Yeah, same here. So I'm missing like part of the middle of the, the bridge between the age of shows. I grew up with my grandma, so I grew up watching like Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, and The
Yes,
Price
I
is
watched
Right, and
that.
I Love Lucy, and all of those things. But like, there's something in the middle that I'm just missing.
I forgot that Dr. Quinn. My mom used to watch that. I loved that show. She used to watch that and like Stargate SG-1. Like that was like her two like big shows.
And now, okay, so the guy that's in Gilmore Girls and Supernatural, Sam,
Yeah.
he is Walker in Walker, Texas Ranger, the new version of it.
So I didn't watch that.
I just started watching it. It's kind of cheesy, um, especially because, Walker, Texas Ranger, I don't know if anyone has seen it, but it was like martial arts style
You were.
fighting in there.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't he doesn't fight in the TV show. He's like,
Yeah.
you know, not the same.
Yeah, Chuck Norris was the original Walker.
Right. And it was much different.
Yeah, they're saying he cannot be replaced.
Yeah, it's just not the same. It really isn't. I don't think that it'll keep going for very long, that show. I mean, it's nice that they're trying to make remakes of everything, but some things should just be
I know, some should be left
left
alone.
alone.
Hey Gwen, how are you feeling?
This is Tiger's Eye. Mine is just dark because it's dark in here. I can't make it any better. The color is just distorted.
I haven't seen the new Top Gun yet, but I did see. I think it's is on Disney Plus or Netflix or something like that. It's on already, so I was gonna watch it on there.
Oh, is it really?
I saw my in-laws have some app where they get like all the movies that are in theaters. They pay like $25 a month to get it on like two TVs, and he had it on his TV. So I was like, well, forget the theater. I'll watch it at your house. But I feel like the theater would give like a really much better experience with that type of movie. So I don't know. I'll have
Yeah.
to see.
We try to do that, to watch movies at the movie theater that would have the better experience,
Hmm.
and then other ones we kind of just, wait until it comes out. So permaculture plant says, is it true that raw tiger's eye is poisonous to touch?
Not that
I
I'm
haven't heard
made
that.
aware of. I hope not, because mine's raw.
Me too. I know that there are some crystals that aren't great to touch. If you handle them, you should wash your hands after. But
So let me look it up
I had no
quickly.
problem. Yeah. She's like, let's look it
While
up.
we're here touching it.
They said I've read studies that tiger's eye has asbestos. Asbestos. I don't use mine very often.
So it says it's only considered dangerous when it's like while they're grinding it because the dust particles can be hazardous, but touching like its actual self is okay. So actually, dust particles from quartz, fluorite, pyrite, apatite are all considered dangerous.
Oh, that's a
I
lot.
think it's because if you breathe it in and it gets like trapped in your lungs, I think it causes a lot of issues that way.
Right. So don't breathe in the dust.
Yeah, so if it
Does
breaks,
it have
I probably would
asbestos?
stop using it. This
Um,
tiger's eye
does it
contains
have
asbestos.
asbestos? Did you see anything about it having asbestos?
That's what I'm looking up now.
Or is it just
Um,
the dust? I know even with selenite, those little particles, if you, breathe them in, they're sharp. Or
so
if
it
you
says,
touch them, sometimes I've been stabbed.
yeah, it says having rough or polished tiger's eye as part of your mineral collection poses no risk at all. It's only when they're cutting or grinding it that it becomes hazardous. Same thing with malachite. The dust from malachite is highly toxic because of um, the green mineral or copper. So anytime you're cutting, grinding, or sanding it or polishing it, in some cases, it can be a risk. So like my tiger's eye is raw, but it's pretty smooth surface. There's no like grinding or chipping or like flaking coming off.
Right.
BT says do not smoke your crystals, topical use only.
I've got the yawns. Yes, there is so much to learn about crystals. I, I tried to take a crystal course and it was not really in depth, and I never finished it because it wasn't really, it's all information that you can just find out there. Some courses I'm sure are more, in depth, they're better for you, but um, I just kind of learn what I learn about the ones that I use, and then that's it. Hello, Alex.
Hi, Alex. Farmers market tomorrow. I have no budget. Let us know what you find.
So, permaculture plants. I loved your video about the take a plant, leave a plant. I've seen those and I think that they're so cool. So, have you seen those, Nicole, where someone is, they put out take a plant, leave a plant, and they put out like um, different plants, and then you take one, you leave one. I think that's a cool idea.
That's cool. I love that.
For one of our homeschool projects, we're gonna build one of those take a book, leave a book kind of things. So we live on like a corner, so we're gonna put it on the corner by the sign. I'm excited. We keep saying we're gonna do it, and then I wait and wait and wait, and then it rains, and then we don't get to do it.
Our community
I
has
think
a
that's
little,
a good
like,
idea.
it's like a giant version of a birdhouse, but they put books in it. So like you can, if you're not using or reading books somewhere, you put them in there, and it's like a little lending. I think they call it like a lending library, and it's really cute.
Yeah, I think I saw one for art too. So it's take art, leave art. I don't think the kids in my neighborhood are all the type to take and leave art. So I don't think that would be a good idea, but
We have a plant library in our suburb. Same thing. That's so cool. I love that. I wish we had a plant one.
yeah, I think that's really cool. You brought crystals and seeds. That's really cool. I love that idea. I think that they are great ideas. I just, like my partner said that, I'm sure kids are going to put stuff in there,
Yeah.
adults are going to put stuff in there that doesn't need to be in there. And, um, I like to think that they will not do that. I don't know.
At least try to be respectful. And I said people in our suburb also paint rocks and place them around for people to find. When COVID was big, we had a lot of kids do that. So like when people like were bored at home and they went for walks, they could do like little scavenger hunts and stuff, which was cool.
Oh, that is cool. I always wanted to try the geocaching, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna get like abducted trying to go to one of those places. Most of them are in the middle of the woods, and
Yeah, that would freak
I don't
me out.
know.
Alex said they have a little pantry that people use for canned goods. Oh, that's nice. I love that.
Okay, so you never. All right, so um, they're saying they never had an issue with kids misusing the the book boxes. So I mean that gives me hope. We have a little neighborhood. There are some kids here, so hopefully. I'm excited. I'll have to make a video if we make one.
Yeah. Sylvan said there's one for recipes near them too. That's a good idea. I like that.
Love that. I always need good recipes.
People are so creative, man. I would have never thought of half that stuff. Glad someone else thought of it.
We have a community garden here, and I found out about it. I'm like, oh, I want to go and check it out. And it's not a community garden. It's
Oh,
just like a place with a gate, and there's like people sleeping under the tree, and I'm like, oh, darn. It's not a community garden. Like the Google Earth image of it makes it look like a garden. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. And then I get there, I'm like, this is not it.
yeah. Oh, now I got the yawns too. Sorry.
Yeah, it's contagious.
I've been trying to be so good and go to bed early because I'm having to take my daughter to school now in the morning, which I absolutely hate, but it is what it is. And last night, because we've had so many storms all week, my dog's been so on edge that even after I ended my live, I didn't end up going to bed until like 2:30 because she was so just like shaken up from the storms. And then I had to get up at like 6 to take her to school. So I am running on very little sleep right now.
You need more sleep.
I was doing good all week, and then yesterday it caught up with me.
I try to go to sleep at a decent time. And then I started this. Um, so there's a lady on here if anyone's looking at or looking into getting in shape or, um, and I believe her name is Karina Rabin. Um, Either way, so I followed her page and I joined her on Facebook, and she's like super serious about helping people, and her workouts are extreme. I tried to follow along and then I wasn't able to sit on the toilet for like a week. So
Yeah. I've been there
I'm
before.
like, this is maybe too much for me. I need
Yeah.
to start slower.
Yeah, like this
But
isn't
I've been
gonna keep
waking
me
up early,
motivated.
so yeah, so that I can do the workouts. But it's like 50 minutes. It was 50 minutes of squats.
Oh my gosh.
But they were like different kinds of squats, and it was like sit in the chair, stand up, sit in the chair, stand up. And I was like, and I was keeping up until the next day, and then now I still have to like brace myself before I sit down.
Yeah, I do not like squats. Before COVID, I was going to the gym and I was doing like boxing classes. And I highly recommend that for anyone who has anxiety because with boxing, like you can't think about anything other than like the combinations that they're giving you. So it's like I was doing like an hour of just like it's like great anger management and just like no overthinking. And I was doing that for like a year and a half. And then when COVID came, I couldn't go to the gym anymore. And then my schedule changed. So I haven't been able to go. But we used to do like squats in between like all the sets. And I'd be like, my legs would be like dead for like days after those. We would do wall sits and squats. I'd be like, nope. Hey, Ray.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's awesome. I wanted to sign my son up for boxing. Um, and then again, like you said, COVID. Um, and we didn't revisit it, but I think boxing sounds really cool, or like
I loved it.
kickboxing or something.
I would do it again in a heartbeat if I had like the gym I was going to was close to where my office was for work, and then they moved my office, and it's a half an hour away without like Myrtle Beach traffic. So it's just too much for me to like have to drive all the way down there and back. But I loved it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. And you burned like I was burning anywhere from like 600 to 1,000 calories an hour. Like it is an
Oh
intense
wow.
workout.
I feel like I need that. I I don't know. I my lower body has a lot. That's why I was surprised that I was so sore after because I've always lifted weights and done like a lot with my lower body. Um, just from in life, I guess being in high school and cheerleading and stuff like that. And then I've always had more muscle there and zero upper body strength. So when I was so sore, I'm like, why are my legs so sore? That doesn't make sense to me. I can't do a push up to save my life.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I was the same way because I was in a car accident. I messed up my like rotator cuff really bad and like a muscle that goes into my neck. So I was telling them like, I'm not going to be able to hit anything like hard, and like it was so great at like breaking up the scar tissue. Like I got so much more mobility in my arm just from doing that too. You
Oh,
muscle up
wow.
really quick with that.
It started raining harder here, so in case, my power goes out or something.
I was just gonna say, I just saw a couple comments about it starting to freeze, and I'm thinking I can hear the rain a lot louder now, so it must be close.
It's so loud. I hear thunder. Yawning.
Everyone's catching it now.
I always think about looking into like the science behind yawning, and I never do. But it's so interesting that people like you make each other yawn.
It's got to
And
be some
sometimes
kind
it
of like
happens just from
empathic
thinking.
reaction, I think, like some kind of like sympathetic thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like even just hearing you say it makes me want to yawn now. I'm like
How
trying to
many
hold it in.
people watching? Yeah, how many people watching are yawning?
I know when I'm live, I usually like lean off the side. I'm like, sorry guys. I'm like, if you're here to fall asleep, it's gonna help though.
Yawning is used in wolf packs to signal everything is safe and they can rest. Oh, that's cool. Alex
They're all
said she's
they're all
yawning.
raising their hands.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up quickly because now I really want to know. I'm intrigued. Okay, let's see. It has evolved into a synchronized group behavior. Yawns often cluster during particular times of day that coincide with transitions in activity. It also may have evolved to increase vigilance within a group. So socially, it's a communication tool specific to higher order animals. The brain cooling theory of yawning evolved to become contagious as a means to increase the cognitive performance and vigilance of people within a group. There's like 300 articles and they all say something slightly different.
So there is not much science. It's just a bunch of theories.
Yeah. So
That's
this
really
seems like a
interesting.
more scientific article. It says contagious yawning is triggered involuntarily when we observe another person yawn. It is a common form of echo phenomena, the automatic imitation of another's words or actions. So apparently chimpanzees and dogs also react to yawns.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to get my dog to yawn then. Oh my God.
You know what? My dog yawns all the time, and now I'm like, did she do it because I did, or did I yawn because maybe she did it?
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've ever yawned after my dog has yawned. I don't know. I'm thinking about it now.
Listen, we're all going to sleep great tonight after this whole conversation on yawning.
Um, this is Tiger's Eye, and so someone's saying that um, it doesn't work on their cat. I'm dying. Yeah, I'm trying not to laugh because I just keep thinking about it, and now I keep having to do it. My eyes are watering.
I'm going to say my eyes are watering so bad. We might have to end this soon. I might start falling asleep on my own live.
I'm
uh,
trying to hold it in, and it's just my eyes are
Everyone's like, you're making me yawn. I'm like, I'm sorry, but me reading your words is now making me want to.
like a chain reaction.
I'm trying so bad to keep it in my eyes hurt. uh, okay, no more talking about it. And they're all putting the emojis up too.
Now I don't know if my eyes are watering because of that, or if my eyes are watering because I'm laughing.
Yeah, the tables will turn. Usually you guys wake up and it says live ended. I'll fall asleep and wake up to you watching. uh, Viewers watching you sleep. I don't know how people do that. Have you seen the people who sleep on live with the people watching? Like my anxiety could never handle that.
How do you sleep though? I don't know.
I don't know. I I don't think I could do that.
I know, I mean, it's quiet obviously because the people watching aren't making any noise, but just knowing that they're watching is like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I know sometimes like when I'm sleeping, I wake up and my like shirt's halfway up or something. I would be afraid that I'd be like
Wake up and you're just like
half
drooling all
naked.
over. I mean, I give
Yeah,
major credit to anyone who can do that, but that is definitely not me.
yeah, me neither.
Yeah, there will be
But I
no
can't.
sleep lives happening here. I want you to
I
know
know
there's a
there are
fly in
some.
my house, and now I keep thinking of the tiger fly from last time.
I don't have a fly this time, I don't think. I haven't seen
Oh,
one,
we're doing
so.
tiger's eye tiger fly. That's very good timing. I just did that. Why do they sleep on live? So the ones I've seen, they have it so like if you send certain gifts, it makes like weird noises or sounds or like flickers the lights. So people do it to annoy them to like wake them up, but they're making like so much money just by laying there.
Oh, that, I mean, that's, I guess, a really good idea.
I was saying this is probably a couple weeks ago that I thought it would be cool if we did like a Reiki Zooms like slumber party where we all got in pajamas and we all hung out in bed and we did Reiki and we just chit chatted and then we all closed our laptops and went to sleep.
That would be cool.
Now they said those people are usually faking. I'm sure they're pretending to sleep.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, going to Zoom sleepover.
It does sound fun. You're welcome, Debbie. Yeah, Alex said she would have so many panic attacks. I wouldn't be able to do it either.
You know I'm not sleeping because you'd see my heart pounding. I'd be twitching.
A sleepover would be great. I always think like a retreat or like a road trip would be really fun to like meet with people. I've seen some people do it and they have like a group, you know, they have like a tribe or whatever, and then they go on a road trip and meet each other. And I'm like, that's so cool. I'm not cool enough for friends like that. Like,
I
no
would
road
do that.
tripping for me.
I was saying to some of them on here, I wanted to get like a group together and go to one of like the mines. I know there's one in South Carolina. It's called, I think it's Diamond Hill. And I think that one has quartz, amethyst, and like aquamarine. I don't know if we'd find anything, but I think it'd be cool to just like get a bunch of people together and just go like mining crystals and stuff as like a group activity.
That sounds cool. I think like where is it? Arizona would be a good place to go.
Yes.
I
Think
like the
and
retreats that
tell.
are in the middle of the mountains or the middle of the woods or whatever, and you're just like surrounded by nature. I think that would be fun too.
Yeah, there's a few people on this side who I think are from Arizona. I know one of my mods prep is, and she always talks about like Sedona and stuff like that. I'm like, that'd be so cool to go there. Arkansas, yeah, Arkansas has a lot of crystals too. If you follow Handmade by Zane, he makes jewelry and he goes and mines his own crystals for it. They're really cool.
I think I've heard a couple of places that have decent like crystal mining, or what do you call it when you just go? It's not mining, but you just go and like look for crystals.
They usually call it
It
like a
has a
dig or
name.
something like that. I can't remember specifically though.
I don't know. There was a name that I heard someone say, but it's just you just go and you find them in like rivers, like not rivers, but like streams. Hounding, rock hounding. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yes, rock hounding.
Yeah, and you just go and pick them up from places. I think that might be fun too. I don't think we have anything good here. I know there's a place where you can go and look around. You pay like for the whole day and you go and walk around, but I think it's mainly like clear quartz and emeralds. I think is like the only
Oh,
things
that's
that you find
cool.
there. So I'm still fighting it. I don't know.
We all just like slowly duck off screen.
Yeah, I try to like smile through it.
Yeah. Carrie has Herkimer diamond mines 20 minutes away. That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Oh, fairies are still spinning in the background.
That's
Can you
so
see them
cool.
spinning back there?
Yeah.
I love that thing. It's like my favorite. It's like my new favorite thing. It's shiny and it spins and it has fairies on it.
Yes, I see like the little lights reflecting off it too. That's pretty. I'm down to 2 bars on my Wi-Fi, so I'm going in the wrong direction now.
Yeah, my phone is still not charging, so I'm probably gonna have to go soon.
Yeah, I guess I probably have a couple minutes left before I start really losing signal. I'm actually
Hi,
surprised it stayed
Kazai.
this good this long, so
Yeah,
I was way nervous it was gonna kick out the whole time.
thank you for the likes and the hashtag.
very welcome.
I was gonna say it's too quiet here for me. I didn't even put music on because I knew no one could hear it. So I just am like
I've
listening
had
to the
mine on
rain
a
and the
habit.
crickets. Thank you for the roses.
It will be on tomorrow night as long as I do not have any crazy storms. Because when I went on the other night with the storms, I kept getting kicked in and out of my signal. Everyone's saying thank you both.
You're welcome.
I'm going to switch to my selenite quickly so I can do the last cleanse for everyone before I have to hop off because I can see the lightning getting zoning in on me.
You're welcome, Debbie.
I know, Alex, we've had rain every day for like the last week and a half. It's been crazy.
You're
Thank you,
welcome,
Shell.
Donna.
Her birthday party was really good. Thank you. I know we can't go 2 weeks in a row without the Saturday session. Fingers and toes crossed that there's no storms tomorrow night.
You had a birthday party?
So my daughter's birthday was July 7th, but my in-laws put a pool in this summer, and she really wanted to have a pool party at their pool. They live right next door to us, and her pool was supposed to be done in time for her birthday, and then ended up only being done last week. So she still was very convinced she really wanted to have a pool party. So we did a super belated birthday party for her right before school started. And it was like the only day we had no rain, so it worked out really well.
Sounds really nice.
Yeah, so
I don't
she
think
had
it
fun.
matters when you had the party. I think it's just kids don't remember the dates. They just remember like the memories, right?
Yeah, she was like so set like that she had to have her birthday party on her birthday, and her birthday was Thursday, and we're like, babe, like no one's gonna come on a Thursday to your party. Thank you, Mona. So we're like, if we do it like on a weekend, that means like you get like an extended celebration because they're gonna like we're gonna celebrate it then and then in August. So in her mind, like she got like a month and a half of a birthday celebration now.
Yes, I always feel the selenite energy too whenever I like cleanse and like wash it over myself. I like that energy too. We're almost birthday buddies. My birthday's on the 9th.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Super close.
we have, I don't know if we talked about it last time, but we have like a whole, we call it birthday season because it goes the kid's dad's birthday, my birthday, my daughter's birthday, my son's birthday. They're all
Back to
June,
back.
July, August, and September. Yeah. And both kids' birthdays are on the 12th. So one is August 12th and one is September 12th. And it's just like, why?
My husband's birthday is August 13th, and my dad's was August 11th.
August birthday. Every time I think about doing that specific thing that we're not talking about, I'm gonna laugh now forever. Laugh.
Uh,
I
yeah,
hope you
definitely.
get sleep tonight.
Oh, I'm gonna pass out so hard. I told everyone tomorrow, don't even like come into the room and wake me up. Just leave me be. I'll probably still wake up early just out of habit now from getting up early all week.
You could always do a sleep live.
The one time I passed out so hard I won't even notice.
I mean, if you had someone else do it for you, then you wouldn't even know, right? So
True.
like if you if you had like your husband turn the camera on or turn the live on for you, you wouldn't even know.
I am such a light sleeper. Like my husband and daughter could sleep through like an apocalypse going on outside and they would never wake up. Like if I hear someone whisper 2 rooms away, I'm like, what was that? Like I'm so high alert. I was like the oldest kid and my parents were the ones who were like, don't make any noise around her while she sleeps. So like I wake up to everything. With my sister, it was like, do whatever you want. We want her to sleep good. So like any noise, everything wakes me up now. I am Anna, thank you. Yeah, if you tiptoe around babies, it'll wake up to the least sound. When we had my daughter, we were like, we're not being quiet for anything around her. Like, we want her to be a solid sleeper, and she is.
I feel like both of my kids are. They sleep through anything.
That's good.
My son's problem is, well, not problem, but his issue is during the day, it has to be quiet. Like he can't hear noise in another room when he's trying to do something because it's like so overwhelming to him.
Yeah.
He's like, "You guys are being so loud." I'm like, "I just laughed. Like I just laughed once." So, but at night and when I wake him up in the morning, it takes me like an hour to get him out of bed because he won't, like he's just asleep, like asleep.
Yeah. Your shoulder and knee are telling you that rain is coming. Yes.
Lots of rain.
It is 11:11 Eastern Standard Time. Oh no. Sorry. That one snuck up on me.
I saw it coming. I don't know.
I feel them coming. Oh no. Okay, maybe that's a sign that it's time.
You're welcome. They're laughing at us.
Sorry, guys. I really tried so hard. I did so much better than I thought I was. I thought I was going to be like falling asleep at 10. Make sure you hydrate. I know I'm trying to lean off screen so it's not like super contagious for everybody. They're like, "Are you falling over?" I promise I'm not.
Did you fall out of your chair?
You're all very welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight, guys. Our dual
Yes, thank you,
live.
thank you.
I've seen some people, and I know you have a Telegram chat too. We have a Telegram chat, and they were showing that like they showed a screenshot where 6 people went live together, and I can't figure out how they're getting like 4 people or 6 people on like the same size boxes like we are now. I don't know if they're doing it as like a guest, and then they're just changing the layout. I don't know
Oh,
if
I
you've
don't
seen
know.
that.
I haven't. I feel like I've only ever seen 2 people on a live. I don't know.
I've seen 4 at a
Maybe
time at the most, but someone sent a picture where they had 6, and I was like, how are they doing that? Like, if you guys are in groups and you see people going live with multiple people, please ask them how they're doing that, because if we can get like a few of us at a time, that would be so cool.
I just clicked it and it said disconnect with co-host. So I don't know. I tried to click host and it like co-host and it wouldn't.
Because that's the thing, when you co-host, the only option you have is to like go back into the co-hosting or disconnect. So I'm wondering if no, because when I'm co-hosting with her, like I'm not able to receive other requests. I'm thinking they have to do it as like a guest, and there's got to be a way that they're changing the layout instead of like one big box with like the 3 small ones, they're making it like 4 big ones.
You're welcome, May. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see that on my like as it's not even an option. So yeah, maybe it comes. Do they have a certain amount of followers?
Oh, I don't know.
So I know that the more followers you get different options, but I also learned that the the least amount of followers, or the when you have less followers, you have options too. So like um I started another TikTok account and it had like 1 or 2 followers, and I had the option to see who was looking at my page.
My backup account has that, but my regular account doesn't.
Yeah. So it's like different amounts of followers get different things, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, someone said it's
So
a Brady
maybe they
Bunch
have
button.
like
So Heather said the ones I've seen, we get the option to join. So it's got to be guest, because guest request is where you can punch the button to ask to join the live.
Okay.
Because I've seen 4 people do Reiki like that, which is why I was asking. And I don't think they all had like varying amounts of followers, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, so someone's like, Gen Z, any help here? If anyone figures it out, let me know.
I don't know. Thank you, maybe. Maybe. Maybe we'll figure it out. It will be fun. But
Yeah.
it might be a little confusing though. Like there's like hands moving all over the place.
Yeah, when I seen the 4 people, they each kind of did like their own thing. Like they were all Reiki, but one of them was doing like light language transmissions. One of them was doing like a selenite cleanse, and the other 2 are just doing like straight up Reiki. So
Oh, that makes sense.
yeah, it's like a Reiki share, Trish. Exactly. You're very welcome. Colleen says the first time that they felt relaxed all day. Thank you both. I have tried Googling it. I can't find the answer on Google, so I figured I'd come to TikTok and ask. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, because I feel a lot of yawns coming on. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to talk quickly so they don't come out. And thank you, Ashley, for joining us and doing a dual live again. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was so much fun.
Yes, we'll definitely have to do another one in the near future too. Thank you,
With a bunch
guys.
of people.
All right, guys, have a good night. And are you going to be live tomorrow? I know I'll be live at nighttime.
Maybe in the morning. I'll try in the morning.
Okay, so if you need a morning session, make sure you're following Ashley too. Hop over there quickly, and I'll be on tomorrow night if there's no storms around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right,
Yeah,
guys,
I'll
I
have to
love
watch
you
you at
all.
night.
Have a good night. Thank you. All right,
Bye. Thank you.
bye.